Hello, you guys. Welcome to my bullet journal setup for the month of September. This is my third month actually doing a bullet journal. Before that, I used to use store-bought planners, or I would use some of my digital planners. But it was a summer. I decided to do it. The first month was July, and I just realized, I can really add in whatever I want. I can set it up the way that I want to meet all of my needs, as opposed to a store-bought planner, which you use what you get, and I don't always get it tailored to my needs. There's literally a lot of things that I can't fit on there. Even if you try adding stuff, there's not enough space, or it just doesn't work. So I am making my own. This is me just doing the monthly layout right now. This month is actually a big month for me, as far as planning goes. I really want to focus on a lot of specific things, especially my studies. So I need to be well organized, well planned. And so here I am doing a bullet journal for that specifically. I did start off my month with a Sunday as opposed to my Mondays that I normally do, because, September starts on a Sunday and I didn't feel like wasting space and pages, especially in the weekly section. So I decided, I was whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and start with a Sunday because the rest of the world does, except the US, so why not? So yeah, at the bottom of the page, obviously for the monthly spread, besides the calendar, you need space for your tasks or some important reminders. So I do have to-do list on the bottom, on the left and the right of the page. The right page I actually left open to, use for whatever that I may need later on. Right now, I only set the left one to be for my monthly tasks, and I'm also creating a list for me to add in anything that I need to buy. I started doing this last month, and it was actually helpful because I had all these things that I kept remembering that, I need to buy this, but keeping it in the phone wasn't as helpful as it was to put in the planner, because it was here when I was actually planning when to go and buy those things. So yeah, that was really useful. And this month I did choose the mint color, so I'm just using that as an accent for everything. Also, you will see me just use a gray highlighter to add just a little bit of colors, not actually color, I guess, but a little bit of depth to the pages, so it's not just plain white page. So yeah, there is that. By the way, just letting you guys know, this is the third time I'm recording this because my bird kept screaming in the back. So if she screams, I am sorry. I'm not gonna make this. That's what you guys will get, and that is what you guys will hear. And it's okay. It'll be okay. It's gonna be fine. It's not that loud. Yeah, right. But yeah. What else can I say about this monthly spread? Nothing, because now we are on the weekly spread. Oh my god, this is such a horrible voiceover, but legit, this is the third time I'm doing it, so I'm just done. Let's talk about the weekly layout. The weekly layout is actually different this month than what I've been doing for the past years, even in my normal planners, because I would just have different sections every single day. The day would be divided into different sections for each of my life sections, life fields, my life parts, chapters of my life. Anyways, yeah. So, but this time, because it's heavily focused on me being prepared and organized for my classes, I am going to do an hourly layout. And typically any planner that you get off the shelf, it starts at 6 a.m. or maybe 8 a.m. and it goes up to 8 p.m. the most, which is very annoying because my day does not end at 8 p.m. I need it to be at least till midnight. That's why I've set this one from 5 a.m. to midnight. So I'm really happy about that. So my plan is going to be like to wake up for Fajr, or actually before Fajr, so at like 5. And then I'm going to be like studying because I'm actually working in the evening. So I have to like study and then go work. So I really need everything to work out properly from the start so that I'm not like behind on anything later on. So hence this is very important for me. Yeah, hopefully this works. But yeah, apart from just the time zone, no, except from the hourly timeline and all that stuff, on the weekly layout I will have, one weekly task. So I'm going to be blocking out time blocks on my normal planning section of the day, and then I have weekly tasks that I'm going to have, which will actually have all the things that need to happen. So yeah, I actually didn't realize that I'm going to be using my colors to color block. And I went ahead and I added the gray in the background, so I don't know how that will work out, but it'll be okay. It has to be okay. But yeah, also for the weekly layouts, I'm doing like Dutch doors, which is like, these smaller pages inside a bigger one. So it looks like it's going to be tabbed, and it will look like kind of like a binder, but it's still like one journal. Yeah, it looks nice. It's cool. It feels nice. So yeah, there is that. And just like overall in this whole planner, like my theme is just kind of like a paper notebook reminder type of theme. So you'll see like these little notepads everywhere, or just paper designs. Also, these lines that I'm making, they are on purpose. It's not me just drawing them crooked, like on accident. It's on purpose because I'm just going for that little, that look. I don't need everything to be super straight or just super blunt. All right, so after the weekly section, we're going to move on to one of my life's section, which is the deen. So it's going to be mostly like my religion or Islam stuff here. This page is actually going to be a Quran recitation log. So I have a bunch of things that I do want to focus on. Like, yes, you can normally do them without writing them down. But once you write them down, you actually know, like, if you are doing it, when you're doing it, when you're not doing it. So it's actually good for reflections, because I'm really trying to develop myself, right? I'm trying to work on my life, my routine, like making sure I'm using my time as much as I can and efficiently as much as I can. So, that's why I decided to do all these spreads. So this one is just for my daily recitation. So it won't be stuff that, like, how do I explain it? Like, it won't be like the regular Friday recitation, like for Surah Kaf, or it won't be Surah Mulk, which I would recite every night. It's going to be just the main, like, basic Quran recitation with the translation from start to finish. So this will also kind of like tell me how long I'm taking to finish the whole Quran as well. And then on the top, I'm just going to add a little hadith for motivation. So, yep, there is that. I am trying to talk throughout the video, even though initially I didn't plan on doing that, but I don't want to add like any music or anything. So I'm like trying to fill the whole like video. So it's not just like, silence. But yeah, you can hear probably little jingles or something. Those are my birds. I'm really surprised. Oh, Firoza is sleeping. Otherwise, she kept screaming in my previous recordings. So yeah, very, very surprised, I should say, and blessed. But also she gave me something to talk about. So even though she's not here, she's still here. All right, so right now I am doing some I hope this is not boring. Well, no one's probably even gonna listen to it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like keep talking, because again, I'm not re-recording this. So the tracker on that left side of that page is actually for the names of Allah. I'm trying to study them more, get to know them more. This is Limu right here. She has to make an appearance and just butt in everything. So there she is. But yeah, I'm trying to memorize and like just get a deeper understanding and a deeper study of the names of Allah. So I'm gonna do 4 a month, and I'm gonna like memorize it in Arabic and English, and then I'm gonna do some like deep study of it, and then I'm gonna kind of like see how I can incorporate it into not daily du'as, but just du'as in general. So like it's a specific name, like in which situations can I use that name to ask, to make dua. So there's that. Also, I have a salat tracker going on right now, if Limu will let me work on it. But yeah, that's just for my daily salahs, just to keep track of how much I'm missing or how much I'm actually praying. I also have some basic monthly trackers as well, like the one I am making right now. I have one for Surah Mulk recitation, and then as well as like the daily adhkars. They're also going to be there. Just something super simple. Oh my God, Limu, leave me alone. Limu. I literally have to like pick her up like a potato and put her somewhere, and then she just comes back. She loves like biting paper. She would go after my pens, my bracelets, jewelry, anything shiny. So you can see her like going at it after my bracelet and my ring and my pen and my paper, my journal, my planner, everything. But yeah, this is what I have to deal with every day, you guys. Like, she will just not like leave. She's so clingy, but again, she's cool. I like her. Yeah. She would not leave. So eventually I think you guys will see, I'm going to get tired of her and just be like, bye, Limu. I'm going to put you away and leave. But yeah, I'm just referring back to my previous months layouts and stuff. By the way, these trackers, I've been really bad at filling them out previously. So like that's also going to be like one of my main focus, to like actually daily fill them in. Because like a lot of these things, like you forget later on. Like if I don't fill it in for a couple of days and then I'm like, oh, did I do them? Did I not do them? And then I'm like, I don't want to fill them in if I didn't do them. And then it's just, yeah, a waste. This actually, okay, so I do have a Surah Kaf tracker, because that's only on Fridays. So I have 4 Fridays this month. So I got that down. Also, this tracker, you guys are going to be like, what in the world is this? Because the heading does say relationship tracker, but it's not like a romantic relationship tracker. So in Islam, it's in the Islamic section, because you're supposed to keep your ties with your kinship, maintain them. So it's for that, like any people that normally I don't talk to, but I do want to keep in contact with. I want to reach out to monthly, at least once. I will put in here just as a little reminder, because if you value people, you make effort to remember somehow to contact them. And some people might think this is bad, that you have to write it down to remember to contact these people, but it's not. It's just like a reminder. You set a reminder to message someone that day, so it's literally just that. So I'll just put like little crosses each time I reach out to them or I talk to them and stuff, because you gotta do these things. because I like everyone is so busy in their lives these days that it gets hard, especially if you don't see these people regularly or weekly. Like, you just forget to talk to them. So yeah, I'm not sorry about that, okay? It's fine, it's normal, whatever. We move on to my study section, the main focus this month, one of the main focus this month, actually. Yeah, that looks so bad. I don't know why. I thought it would be a good idea to just make blunt lines over here, but it was not. Yeah, my actually storage runs out, so you guys aren't gonna see me make the right side of the page, but that looks much, much better. You will see the final outcome though. So I have 6 courses this semester, so I'm gonna divide the 2 pages into 6 sections for tracking, because there's a list of things I want to focus on for each module that I do. So module is basically like a lecture, right? So it's not just one chapter, it's more than that, but it's a lecture. So for that, I have like pre-readings, then there's going to be the lecture notes, then I'm going to go back and reread it, annotate, highlight, and then make my actual combined notes, my final notes with my reading notes and my lecture notes and some other stuff combined. Also, like any supplementary readings assigned by the professor, and then a quiz at the end. So this tracker is actually going to be really useful, just so I know that I'm actually doing all these things. Because if you don't do all these things, it's hard to actually retain that knowledge. So yeah, there's that. It may seem like a lot, but I mean, it is what it is, right? You gotta do these things to actually gain that knowledge and retain it. So yeah. One thing about this layout I will say is all of my layouts have been that pastel mint color, and then this one I went ahead because always in my brain, all of my planners, my studies are linked to the orange color. So it was just so weird, like, of me, like, to have that in the mint green. So I went ahead and I decided to color the heading orange, and it just looks so bright to me. And I don't like it, but again, it is what it is, it'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, also each of my courses also has each of my courses have their own color as well. So throughout like my whole degree, like for example, Aqeeda has always been orange, no matter what level of course it is. So I have to keep those there too. Like, I'm not gonna change those, sorry, but that's how it is. Also, again, because of the storage, you guys won't see it, but I do go ahead and at the end I will add like study tips on the in that empty space, and a motivational quote. And then like with the studying too, like I do plan on, like, since I have work in the evenings, I'll be studying in the morning, but at the end of the night I do want to revise before I go to bed. These are just my plans. Let's see what happens actually. I mean, it would be amazing. This would be like the ideal situation if I can come back, eat, relax or whatever, and before sleeping I go through my notes for the day. That would be amazing if I can do that. But yeah, you guys can hold me to it. Ask me if I've been doing that or not. But yeah, that is my plan. I'm really excited for my semester, by the way. I'm really excited. It starts on the 1st of September, so probably the day this video goes up. Yeah? Yeah. No, the day before the video goes up. But yeah. Okay, so now we move on to my dunya section, which is basically anything else, all of my other projects from the worldly view. So I am here making a content calendar. I have 3 accounts on Instagram that I do want to focus on managing. I haven't been posting on them, but I do want to get back to that. Like, I've had a good break, summer break, now I want to get back. So instead of making separate content calendars for each account, I am going to just use one, and then I'm gonna color code and use the different colors to differentiate between the different accounts, just to make it a bit more simpler, and also to just see if I'm even gonna use this or if I'm not even gonna have time to work on these accounts. In the past, I have made separate like calendars for each account, but ain't nobody got time for that, to fill them out and just to make them. So yeah, I think this is actually a really good idea. If you guys have social media accounts or you do content management or content creation, you should definitely have calendars. Just so like for me, it's like, if let's say on Tuesday oh my God, Feroza, you are awake. Thank you. I know. Oh my God, that was so loud. Anyways, so Feroza, how can I help you, ma'am? How can I help you? Would you like to come out? Okay, just hold on. But yeah, so if there is a day that I haven't actually prepared content for already, I will at least have some idea what I should post that day, so I'm not like wasting my time thinking about what I should post instead of actually creating what I should post, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm just creating my key here right now. Oh my God. All right, so I actually do, I thought I was done, but then I do actually decide to make a spread for my business. So I do have an art business. So typically for that, I have products and a product list on my phone or any notebook that I have, but I want to actually keep it all together. And this one is only going to be specifically for the month of September. So I'm going to have my product ideas. I have different products, so I'm going to have product ideas, and then I'm going to track whether, I have already designed it or not, and then if I've produced it or not, because I do all the production in home. So this will be really helpful for me to, see where I am, if maybe I already have designs for that and I just need to do production or whatnot. So yeah, that is mostly it for this bullet journal. I didn't want to add a lot because I have specific things I want to focus on for this coming month. And I think it is, enough, because I actually have to do these things. It's not just me creating the spread. But yeah, this is it for this month. Let's see what changes I come up with for next month. But yeah, I have filled some stuff in.